Hi folks, Justin Hoffman here for Bass Pro One Source. Today I'd like to talk about a slip float setup, exactly what it is and the components that are needed to put it together. Now, a slip float technique actually involves a slip float or a slip bobber, which you can see here, a bobber stop, which is right here, which can move freely up and down your line, a weight, and then your bait or lure at the bottom. Now, what a slip float setup actually does is it allows an angler to present his bait at varying depths of water. So basically, the way it's set up right here is, I've got about, maybe about 18 inches between where my float is going to sit at the top of the surface and where my lure is going to sit in the bottom. Now, I can easily move that slip bobber up to say 2 feet, 3 feet. All of a sudden now, my bobber is going to move freely up and down the line. It's going to come to rest where my bobber stop is being positioned. And my bait now is going to be 3 feet down. So great for suspended fish. It's great, guys will do this a lot for springtime panfish, walleye on top of shoals or humps where they're going to move up and down. So basically you can easily and effectively vary your presentation depth without retying at all. So if you watch closely, I'm going to give you some tips on how to rig one of these up, and you can slip bobber next time you hit the water. A slip float setup is fairly easy to do as long as you have the right components. First, you're going to need some bobber stops. So with your main line, you're going to, with this style, you're going to ease it onto in between the wires, like so, grasp both ends, and then you're going to slide one of the bobber stops onto your main line, like so. So now that's on your main line. Move that down your line a bit. The next component is a slip bobber. Thread that on through the top first, like so, and pull it out from the underneath. So as you can see now, you're going to have your bobber stop, your slip float. Next, you're going to want to put on your lure at the very bottom of your line. So we'll just tie this on quick. Give you an idea. Now the last step is a lead weight, as you have here, split shot. Just quite a small one, but it's got to be larger than the bottom of your slip float. So normally put that up, maybe about 12 inches up from your lure. And I'm just going to crimp this on here. And there you have it. There's the slip float setup. Your lure at the bottom, a lead weight, slip bobber, and your bobber stop. And you're ready to go slip float some fish into the boat.